Good afternoon, everyone from Poland. My name is Zbigniew Wiliński, and I represent Polish Financial Supervision Authority. At the very beginning, I think it's worth remembering where we are now. Not so long ago, entities, various forces and means of productions, factories, manufacturing plants, had great systemic importance. Thanks to innovation started by steam engine, we had the ability to produce faster, more, and easier. Due to the rapid development in the internet since early 2000s, which we can compare the steam machine and the fact that we generate more and more data, computing power, and cloud solution, they are gaining importance next to the traditional entities involved in the production of specific solution. Responsible use of data becomes a key topic both in terms of security and possibility of building new services and business models. For example, GDPR create legal framework aimed at the protection of natural person about processing data. The topic of the open finance is nothing more than giving control over data to the people who data belong and who created it. Enabling the reuse data should take place in the safe environment and respecting basic ethical principles, including the consent of the clients who must be aware of what their data is used for. The main goal is to enable customers to obtain better offers, more tailored to their needs, based on the information proceed by supervised entities. The detailed scope of what we understand as open finance will vary depending on the country and the legal and regulatory requirements applicable there, as well as the technical capabilities of the financial sector in individual countries. And important steps worth to mention is the use of public data. In the field of the open public data, Poland started activities in 2016 to securely disclose data from public sources. It is estimated the value of European open data market is worth 184 billion in 2019. The value of the open data market in EU and European over 334 forecast for the 2024. Estimated according to the report of the European Data Portal. Currently, the national strategy covers the period until 2027 and provides steps that are necessary to be taken by public administration. Analysis of the data health, its structuring, development of access channel. In addition, in European Union, adopted on 2022, a regulation of European Parliament in Council on European Data Governance. It is estimated that enabling of use of public data will have a positive impact of areas such as health protection, the environment, and officially published statistical data. However, the key factor from the point of view is this event in the direction related to opening banking data. The PSD2 directive, this is Directive Payment Service, introduced the account information service at the European Union level. Thanks to this, it's possible for customers to get through over supervise entity information about the account. On this basis, new services are created where, based on the gathered data with additional consent of clients, entities offer, for example, confirmation of identity in remote channels, more accurate credit scoring, and many other services. In my opinion, the market for this specific payment service, access to account information, it is a stage where the existing ideas are already implemented but by payment service providers where necessary. A popular service of electronic banking is the ability to check how much funds we have in each of the banks in which we have open accounts or as a premium service. Also, ongoing analysis when we spend our funds on. The emergence of this solution was the result of the implementation of the PSD2 directive. The challenge for the entire market of payment service providers was, in particular, the development of API technical standard, for example, Polish API, as well as the appropriate technical adoption of the implementation of obligation under PSD2. The introduction of regulatory changes as a result of the PSD2 review will be another strong impulse for the entire EU payment market, not only Polish one, which has a very high level of development. As part of a review of the PSD2 directive, analyses are carried out on the possibility of extending of the open banking concept towards something called open finance. This would mean further opening up banking data that will be used to build new services and businesses model. It will be a very strong impulse for the entire EU market to introduce change. At the same time, in connection with these activities, we see a number of advantages. Building a new, more convenient financial services, increasing the competitiveness of the EU financial market, easier personal finance management, as well the disadvantages of this solution. The need to create IT solutions that enable data sharing, increasing the advantage of big tech entities over financial market entities, complicating relation between entities with appropriate funds for IT development will benefit. Of course, open data may not only concern of the banking sector. In domestic backyard, insurance companies have been authorized since the middle of this year to request information from the state register on the history of fines and penalty points. Thanks to this, they can be better evaluate the third-party liability insurance of motor vehicle over owners and thus reward those who drive safely. This, of course, it's only one example of what public data can be used for. At the same time, within the framework of the coordinated working team for the development of financial innovation, proposals are made for the much wider use of public data, including access by specific groups of entities to number of databases. While such action may, of course, lead to limitation of their business risk, any action taken by authorized bodies must be preceded by detailed analysis of the related risk. In addition, We obvious advantages of this solution, the potential risk of further opening bank details of part of the PSD2 review should be weighed. Currently, this process is carried out at EU level, and we are closely monitoring this. Equally important, however, are the process aimed to give customers wider access and possibility of deciding on direction and rules for processing their data. Currently, we are facing an interesting period in which rules of access to data will be recreated and the legal basis for functioning of the new business models will be created. This is everything for today, and thanks you for your attention, and I wish you successful meetings and panels. See you next time. Thank you.